You get to see the magics, possibly.
I'm already traumatized by seeing this armless man and having Grandma play around with the arm around.
Yes, but now you get to see it get put back. The full circle.
Uh, I guess I'll go.
Cool. Rosemary, come on, you're coming as well now.
Okay.
It's a field trip.
Claude, let's go.
Plot
Okay,
comes along.
so
Yay.
So, anyone not going to stick the arm back on?
Don't worry. I don't have to put my arm back on because I never
Can I
lost
give
one.
Claude some meat? Because I want Claude to have some meat. To have some din-dins.
It sounds like we're going to like a hardware store just to get some like industrial glue.
I do feel like you guys are thinking this is gonna be easy.
No, I
Oh
never
yeah,
thought
no,
it
I'm
was.
aware it's not. I'm
I
aware
don't
it's
think it's
not.
going to be easy. I can see us pickling his arm at some point.
So where you all gonna
Well-
go?
well, I'm gonna go and see if maybe there is some. Are there any alleyways filled with some folk?
Oh, plenty.
Let me see.
Especially
I'm
once you
gonna
get into like
ask.
the residential area. Lots of dark alleys.
You knew that this was the only way we were going to get it done. You planned this.
Yes, the game.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, the priest isn't going to do it. Let's send you to a shady doctor that's going to replace you for your arm is now secretly got some
This is
weird past.
turned into
Okay.
operation.
Yeah.
Wild magic.
So I'd like to know how exactly this goes down, because you all are heading towards the Temple of Abadar.
I wanted to see if there was if there was anyone particular who knew about the whereabouts of this man, and so I approach him and say, hello, good sir. I have a special friend that's missing a limb, and he's getting a little bit tired of being only single-limbed.
Been a
Is
day
there
and I'm
anyone
already
that could help?
tired.
Is there anyone that could help us so he could, shut his trap so we could get him his other limb?
Can we put him back together again?
The best part about this is it's been like less than a day, and everybody's
Been
already
complaining this entire time.
everybody's already sick of me going. I just want my fucking arm back. Rah, rah, rah."
Well, it does still hurt like hell.
Oh yeah.
Like, constantly.
Well,
It's just agony.
everyone has
No,
nicknames.
no.
Now he can have one. Humpty.
I
Nice.
don't have a nickname.
You have to be in the group
At some
longer.
point, Maze shoots into an alleyway, spotting some guys she thinks might know something, and asks about it. One of them goes, "Oh yeah, you'll want Evan." The other guy
Evan.
smacks him at the back of the head. "You're supposed to tell people that, idiot!"
Well, since you already let the cat out of the bag, may I ask where I could find this Evan?
And the first guy sort of looks up at guy number two, as to ask permission. All right. She sort of looks you up and down. You're a guardswoman, are you?
No, why would a guardswoman carry around a viola?
Why, fair enough. Yeah. We want to go to the market district. There is a corner. This little symbol on it. It's just a circle with a dash through.
Mm-hmm.
Just go in there and you'll find some stairs that leads down into a cellar with an open door. Go there, you'll find Devon.
Alright then. Is there any precautions that me and my friend should take, should know about before going in?
Don't bring guards and don't draw your swords.
Very well.
Devon's a
thank
nice guy, you don't gotta be rude to him.
Thank you for your time, boys. I'll see you around.
Sure will.
So, I inform everyone else of where the location is. So let's go to the marketplace and find the symbol. And just remember, guys, do not draw your weapons.
This has suddenly become a school field trip.
And I have to watch you, little brats.
Oh. Wow.
Okay, so we make our way to the marketplace with the symbol.
Yeah. We find it pretty easily. It's almost as though it's been drawn with charcoal. It's odd that no one else has noticed it. A circle
Alright.
with a line straight down.
Because what would the reason be for people to be looking for a circle with a line going through it?
Right.
Right.
Maybe
Oh.
if they've accidentally had their arm chopped off in a dungeon and they want to get it reattached. Maybe them kind of people. Do you
Yes, but-
think?
Yes, but the point I'm making is, you wouldn't notice it unless you were A, told about it, or B, told about it and B, specifically looking for it.
Or just wandering aimlessly and thought it looked interesting.
Because if you keep a design simple enough, it can blend into the background and nobody will notice.
We're
Alright,
humans. Humans are curious.
Alright.
Yes, but also very blind.
You walk
Let's
through a
see.
narrow alleyway for actually quite a while before you spot anything like a staircase. When you do, the door downstairs is not so much open as it is missing. Instead, there is a reddish cloth hanging to obscure whatever's inside. There is a little bit of light coming from inside, but not much, like a flicker. Just barely visible in the evening light.
This is the
Alright.
place, right?
Yep. Alright then. I knock on the door.
Sorry.
There is no door.
Oh, sorry.
Knock on
Do
the
not
cloth.
on the cloth.
Can we roll a perception?
It's like the one thing I described.
I'm sorry.
Can we I'm gonna roll a perception to look round the side.
Go ahead.
I'll perceptionize as well. What does I get? 1. Oh no, I got a 10.
Now if you spot anything. There doesn't seem to be anyone else in the alleyways besides you guys.
I'm gonna step in.
Alright.
Oh,
You pull the cloth aside and step inside. Inside is what looks like a cellar. There is a table, about room enough for 4 people, like a small card table or a kitchen table for 2. Old dusty chairs. Lots of weird stuff on the walls also. Weapons hanging on display as though you were in a war room. Bottles with ships inside. Little trinkets. Odds and ends. But no one else.
hello?
The floor creaks in response.
Hello, Floor. How you doing?
We heard about your services and we have a friend that is missing, well, we have his arm, he just can't put it back.
The sound doesn't travel very far. In fact, you see no other doors in this room, as though the cellar had been built independently of the building above.
You're positive this is the right place?
Is there
From what I was told.
chairs and stuff? Can I sit on a chair?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I'll
go sit
sit
on a
down.
chair.
I'll also sit down.
I would like
sit
to
down as well.
send I would like to send Toothless to investigate the surroundings.
Yeah, cool. It's a perception. You take a moment to look about, and you spot a couple of things that immediately to your body's senses seem a little bit suspicious. Some floorboards are loose, as are some of the bricks in the wall. It's impossible to tell for certain, but you wouldn't be surprised if a great many things were hidden in here. You only have a moment though, because the cloth is pulled aside again. In steps a halfling, dressed all in black. His hair likewise is dyed a dark midnight black and nicely done. Short, professional. He carries with him a rapier and nothing else, along with a blackish cloak. Hello there. I'm Evan. What can I get for you?
Well, as you could tell from from our fella here, I say pointing to our friend. You could tell that he's missing a limb, and we heard that you could fix that.
Oh, aye. Oh, well, I can't, but I know some people who can.
And who are these people?
The doctor in rags, of course. Professor Rolo. But I'm not just one to give out a name like that. Who are you? I ain't never seen your faces before.
I'm May Anastasia. I'm simply just a bard.
Alright.
We're a new small
I'm
ragtag.
Rosemary Barnwell.
We're a ragtag band of adventurers.
I'm a druid, but
I'm Garrett.
I can't fix this. This is Claude, my cat.
Alright. Adventurous.
Yes.
Oh, always good for a bit of cash.
Yes.
Alright. Say I take you to my mate's clinic.
Yes.
You got the coin to pay him?
How much coin does he require?
It all depends on what you're getting.
Arms.
I'll rest my severed arm onto the table. Well, not the actual arm, but the rest of the arm that's not severed off onto the table. How much to repair this?
What, the way it was?
Yes.
Well, he says he's pulls back his own sleeve, revealing a wooden prosthetic. It's not going to be exact, but it might just be better, depending on the price.
Possibly. Does he also work in metal?
All you want is for it to be able to wield a sword. Oh, it'll be about 600. That was my first
Okay.
price.
Does this guy upgrade his prosthetics?
Aye.
Good to know. What's this guy's name again? Dr. Rags.
Rolo. Oh, you won't find him. I'll have to show you to him.
Okay.
And then, you will tell him Evan Black Market sent you. Alright? So that's what you want. What can I get the rest of yes?
We're simply here as his entourage of sorts, but
Why? He decided to bring his family for his operation. It's a
Yeah.
wholesome night out, it is. Snag a bit of wine, some cheeses, and we'll watch this big fella scream in bloody agony. It's all good fun.
Genuinely gonna... If I wanted to sort of hold my nerves and stuff, would I be rolling anything, or do I not get a choice?
You mean during the operation itself?
Yeah, during the operation itself.
You might get a roll to avoid soiling your pants, yeah.
Okay, cool, thanks.
Okay, start typing down anti-soilage pants ability.
Quick, somebody learn a counter to the brown note.
Evan, was it?
I'll give Evan 20 gold and thank him for his services.
Thank you. Now, you will just have to close your eyes for a moment.
Okay.
He removes the glove from his wooden prosthetic hand. In the palm of it is something like a blackish gem. He holds his palm out in front of him, and it starts to release this cloud. It seems like smoke or dust. Slowly fills the room in darkness. Go on then. Close your eyes.
I'll do as he
Just
says.
be a moment.
I cover my mouth, my mouth from the smog.
I close my eyes and I close Claude's eyes too.
Once inside the actual smoke, it doesn't feel like it's even really there. It's just darkness. It's a strange sensation. One by one you close your eyes, unless someone doesn't. Alright then. Go on, open. You find yourselves in someplace new.
Where are we?
It's built similarly to the cellar you were just in. Sort of a low ceiling, dark, lit only by candlelight. But instead of being a single room, it's a much larger complex. Like a warren without water. More reddish cloth. Welcome to the Hall of Miracles, friends. It's just down this way.
I would like to ask, Evan, how ethical are these practices?
Come again?
Like, are they, not, are they, like, safe for the public to use?
Who's the public?
It's a little bit concerning the fact that this isn't a regular practice and we had to, make a few bends here and there to get here.
You're worried about the ethics, love?
Yeah.
Perhaps you'd like to find your way back home. I can give you a way back. I won't even charge you.
More concern for the safety of my friend here, that's all.
I will be fine. You needn't worry.
He's under a spell! He's possessed!
He's right, you know. It's very safe for the one who gets the treatment.
What about the ones that don't get the treatment?
Nothing happens.
Yeah. What he said. You start passing along, and you spot or meet a bunch of different people. Many of them, interestingly, are dressed as beggars, thieves. Many of them with prosthetics. All of them wearing either black or red. He's in here. He leads you down one of the roarings. You wouldn't have known the difference until you step into a larger room, a little bit taller to the roof. It looks like a mad scientist's playroom. There's a table in the middle, just big enough for a human to lay on. Straps to strap him down. Along the tables that line the walls, as well as on the walls themselves, are all sorts of little bits and pieces, like bolts, screws, bits of wood, bits of steel. A hunch-over figure, no bigger than a halfling, but definitely not a halfling, is sorting some of the ingredients. The little being is covered in shaggy fur from head to toe, with naked hands and feet. A long, rat-like tail pokes down from under his cloak. And on his rat-like snout balances a pair of half-moon glasses, the kind of which you would expect to belong to a headmaster. Hello? Who's
Hello.
here?
I am in need of a new arm.
Oh, I see. Yes, so you are. Well, you needn't worry. I am Professor Rolo. He walks up to you and gives you his hand, reaches up towards you.
I will shake his hand. With the hand that I still have.
And are you doing all right, Evan? and hasn't been acting up, has it? He shakes his head. Now, do you keep our deal in mind, would you, Rolo? I'll keep doing this for you, and you forget me debt, yeah? Of course. Business is business. Who are all the rest?
These are my companions.
Oh, very good. And will you be getting improvements as well?
These will not be
No.
requiring improvements.
Okay.
No thanks.
Well, that's fine. Do be aware that it can be quite a nasty procedure to witness, though.
Hmm.
Oh, but it's so
No.
nice of you all to be there for him. What was your name?
My name is Geralt.
Geralt. Well, Geralt, since you're here, I assume you already have the coin to pay, but we'll need to discuss exactly what sort of improvement you want and how much it's going to cost overall.
Alright, so what pay would it be to reattach his arm?
His arm?
I won't be getting my arm reattached. I'm getting a prosthetic replacement. If you couldn't tell from all the prosthetic people here.
I'm sorry.
The only ones with the power to reattach, as far as I know, are the druids, I believe. Anyhow, I'm certainly none of those.
And
It'll
how
be
much
fun.
would it be for a new one?
See, that's the interesting one. All of our prosthetics are built from one of two materials. Well, more like two species of the same material. See this wood? Live wood. That is what is going to allow it to react to your nerves, controlling it like your own hand with very little delay. It's smart, isn't it?
Yes. But I have one requirement.
Hmm?
If I am to get a prosthetic, it has to be made of metal.
Metal.
Yes.
Well, I can't give you pure metal, but there is such a thing as dark wood. It's almost entirely black, and it is as hard as iron. It
Okay.
is, however, a type of wood, technically, and you can see the graining in it a little bit.
My question is, will it burn?
No, dark wood does not burn.
Then this is fine. For you see, as we are a group of adventurers, I'd much prefer it if we got into, say, a fight with a dragon for some reason. I'd rather still be able to use my arm without worry of it burning.
Yes, occupational hazard. I understand. Now, the Darkwood version is tough enough to stop a swinging axe blade, if you're quick enough. It's also incredibly difficult to harvest, as you might imagine,
Okay.
much less to shape into a proper arm shape. This is why it is expensive.
How much more expensive is it?
Well, you seem nice. I suppose I could fit one up for you and attach it with materials, services, all in one for a clean 2,000.
Seems fair enough.
Hmm?
Can you
Glad you
give
think
me
so.
Can you give me a second while I have a conversation with the rest of my party here?
Of course. I'm right
Yeah.
here.
Thank you. It will be but a moment.
He returns back to the table and starts scrambling with materials again. This time he looks for darkwood.
I'm not sure about this.
I mean, you could go to a druid, but at this point, we're pretty much paid here, so I think
And
we'd
plus-
be wrong to leave.
I don't mind getting the prosthetic because at the end of the day, I don't mind waiting till Rosemary here is a powerful enough druid to be able to fix it.
I guess we could work with what we have now. Now my only concern is that can you afford it?
I have 1,502 gold. I need 500 gold from somebody.
I'll
If you
put it
want to
on
chip
the-
in,
Is that alright? Is that right?
Yeah.
That is right,
yeah,
wow.
4 of you, 125 each, yeah.
Oh.
That is if you all want to chip in. It's okay if you don't, it's understandable.
Yeah, I'll chip in.
Yeah.
As long as you don't do something like this again.
Yeah.
It's a prosthetic arm, I'm not planning on it.
Promise you're not going to do this again.
Yes, I won't.
Don't stick your toe inside that area and get it lopped off to get a prosthetic toe.
Oh, if it's just a toe, I can live without a toe. If it's a foot, however...
So I give him 125 gold that I have.
So, I think everybody's chipping in for the remainder 500,
Yeah.
and I'll pay the 1,500.
All right. Is it decided then?
Yes. I'll hand over all the gold to the guy.
All right. Well, the first bit is not so bad. I need to make some measurements.
Right, go right ahead, do what you need to do.
If you would just stand up to the table.
I'll do as he says. Further procedure.
He climbs the table and takes out like rulers and measuring bands and stuff. It doesn't seem it doesn't actually seem so bad until he starts sort of squeezing your upper arm.
I look over to Baron and I grab his arm. Baron, I don't think we need to see this of what's coming next.
Yeah,
Can one
I
of you
feel
cast
very
like... what, isn't there a spell that's like, can make an area silent? So you
Yeah,
can't-
silence.
Nice.
Yeah, if one of you just casts
Not
silence
bad.
over... it's a shame. So I was thinking for Baron's sake, if one of you was able to cast silence when the procedure actually starts, it would just make it much easier on him, so he doesn't hear it. Oh well.
Yeah.
Alright, so
I'm just
me
gonna-
and Baron...
I'm going to give May a nod. Like, you know, it's like thanks for like taking Baron out.